test. It's working. Excellent. طيب السلام عليكم. اسمي عبدالرحمن حماد. I'm a partner at SME Law. احنا محامين لقطاع التكنولوجيا والشركات الناشئة والventure capital. أنا I head the mergers and acquisitions team. We do the most of the VC work. فشغلي أنا معظمه للventure capital funds, and I'm here to talk to you as entrepreneurs about points to consider to help you raise capital from venture capital funds quicker. We're a bit behind, so the guys are rushing me, so I need to jump into it really quickly. But stop me anytime you have a question. أنا حكون جالس لأنه I have to click. This gives me an excuse not to make it into a presentation where I'm standing and dancing around the stage. This makes it more of a conversation. If you have questions, raise them, whether you're an investor or a starting entrepreneur. Just raise your hand and we can get to it. طيب كده كويس خلينا نبتدي. طيب, so just to tell you what we're going to be talking about, هنبتدي ب some overall points. I call them first things first لأنه it's good to have an overall understanding of what a venture capital investment requires from you. بعدين we talk about the four main elements بالventure capital investment, which are structure. ايش هو البروسيس حق venture capital investments؟ بعدين ايش هو الدue diligence phase that you will go through؟ وايش هي documents that you will be expected to know, learn, and then eventually sign if things progress. طيب, so to look at it from a macro perspective, it's very important to be mentally prepared for venture capital. انت عندك شركة صغيرة ابتديت, you reached your proof of concept, it looks like things are going well. Now you want to take other people's money. Now, taking other people's money requires a very specific mindset. This is the mindset that investors are looking for, and also this is the mindset that it takes for an entrepreneur to grow exponentially to satisfy the VC element of investment and return on capital. فأنت as a venture CEO, top line growth معناته revenue growth أو الدخل is the most important element of your task, coupled with product operation. يعني الشركة اللي أنت مسويها, whether it produces a tangible product or a service, this product or service, they work, and you need to grow your revenue. Okay. Cash flow is next, لأنه cash flow requires, or the cash flow is how you can pay your payroll, essentially, and therefore survive. There's a term that is referred to as runway. قديش عندك cash يغطي مصاريفك, how much cash you have to cover your expenses over the next few months. آخر شيء is profitability. Now, no one is expecting you to pay dividends in year 1, 2, 3, 5. No one is expecting you to be very profitable. What they expect you to do is to grow the business. Seed, you are expected to make your product work really well, build a team. Series A, grow this team, go to different cities, go to different countries, be able to acquire market share if there are multiple service providers. So top line growth is your goal. Think of what you will need عشان تزيد الدخل حقك, تزيد your revenue, and operate your company. This means I'm going to need a team. إيش هي مواصفات التيم هذا? I'm going to need location. I'm going to need marketing. Marketing is a big part of what you're going to be doing, and you're going to need to make sure that your product scales with you. يعني البرودكت اللي انت سويته ينفع ل 10,000 مستخدم مختلف تماما عن اللي ينفع لمليون مستخدم. So this is what you need to think about and how to grow your top line. If your product cannot satisfy, or you cannot manufacture or produce or serve the million users, then how are you going to expect to make revenue from a million users? Lean, أكيد سمعتوا عن الterm lean, startups should be lean, Lean is good, but don't let lean stifle your growth. إيش معناته؟ معناته don't always get mediocre quality products if down the line you can see that they will stifle your growth. Don't get mediocre level service if down the line they're going to stifle your growth. تبى تعين finance manager عندك واحد who is capable of running the books for a $200,000 company is a completely different guy than running the books for $2 million company with multiple corporate entities. Okay, فما تقدر تاخذ نفس المحاسب حق شركة 20 أو 200,000 تخليه نفس المحاسب حق 20,000. مو نفس السيستم، مش نفس الاوبريتنج سيستم، مش نفس السيرفرز، مش نفس الكاستمر كير ستاف. Things change. وانت قاعد when you're raising capital, the quicker you close, the quicker you grow. This is important. ليش؟ لأنه we see a lot of entrepreneurs taking a lot of time digging into the venture capital stage of or the stage of the raise. They didn't hire the right lawyers, they didn't hire the right financial advisors, they didn't hire the right accountants, etc. And this pushes them to delay their capital raise significantly while they get comfortable with the process, the documents, how it's done, and that takes a long time. To give you an example, we're finally on the cusp of closing a venture capital transaction for one of our VC clients. الترانزاكشن هذه وقعنا فيها term sheet في شهر مارس. It's been practically 9 months where we had to drag the entrepreneur through the whole process. طبعا انت تخيلوا وفكروا قديش هذا ممكن كان يكبر خلال ال9 شهور. لو قفل في 3 شهور واخذ 6 شهور هذه deploying money كان فتح 3 دول by now. So don't focus too much on am I doing this 100% correctly? Let me get it done and I can fix later. Let me get the right people to help me and then I can fix later. Another example, one of the other entrepreneurs, a company out of Bahrain, as an example, this company out of Bahrain is a small jurisdiction. Getting a company out of Bahrain to grow to GCC stage is, I'm sure, is a bit challenging, is a bit scary, right? But the entrepreneur didn't have the right team, and it's right now احنا داخلين في شهر 7 وقعنا we signed the subscription agreement 2 months ago, and the guy still doesn't have the money. The VCs are chasing him to tell him, يعني خلصنا, we want to close, take the money and grow. But why doesn't he have this? Because he didn't have the right team to be able to help him to get to closing. Okay, when you delay this affects you. طبعا this affects you not only in terms of delaying your profits or delaying how quickly the company grows, but the bigger and more sinister risk is that someone else might be doing the same thing. And if they're taking your place, it is likely that the VCs will start to back down from supporting you and investing in you. I was having a conversation with one of my friends a couple of weeks ago في الباكو event, large VC, and وإحنا واقفين جانا أحد عرف نفسه علينا, and he said, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm doing the following product, وإحنا قاعدين نتكلم عن investing in a company that was doing the exact same thing, where the entrepreneur took 2 months to review the term sheet. تخيلوا إحنا قاعدين كان المستثمر حيستثمر فيه بس يتعرف على أحد تاني. So get cracking, get it done, take your money and grow your business. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind when you're raising is that the investors in the ecosystem don't owe you money. Don't approach this with a chip on the shoulder and like I've built this product, everyone should come and clamor over to invest. There are lots of products, there are lots of good services, and زي ما انتم كلكم عارفين, there's very little venture capital money in the system. So they don't owe it to you. You will need to work hard, so keep that in mind. We all worked hard to get to where we are. وإن ليس الإنسان إلا ما سعى. So put the time into it, not just in the product, but also into giving the investor what he's looking for in terms of process. And keep in mind that you will have to give up a few things. an example is veto rights on some decisions. ما حيكون كل التحكم في الشركة أو المنتج تحت يدك. في آخر اليوم في ناس داخلة معاك بفلوس. تفضل. عشان اسمه عرب نت يعني. صراحة لأني أنا محضر لها بالإنجليزي فخليني. طيب أنا ممكن أختلف معاك. أنا اللي يمكن نظرته للفنتشر كابيتال بس بالعربي حيلاقي very difficult time raising capital لأنه ما حيقدر to walk through the terms and the documents والشغلات هذه كلها. فبس بالعكس أنا أدعوك إن إحنا نشتغل مع بعض، أوكي، وإن إحنا نعرب المنتجات اللي تعودنا عليها كلها بالإنجليزي. and I'm happy to send this to you ونشتغل على تعريبها ونرسلها للكل. أوكي. هلا. ممتاز. Excellent.
Sorry. I've asked when we entered the hall, I've asked if anyone minds English. So if anyone does, please just raise your hand so we can actually take that in consideration. بهاي الطريقة نحن نعرف مين اللي بحاجة إنه يترجم هذا للعربي. Alright? أي أوكي.
طيب يعني أنا أختلف معك. أنا نظرت إنه لو if you're not fully capable أو ما تفهم الشيء تماماً بالإنجليزي حتكون جداً صعب بالنسبة لك تدخل عالم الفنتشر كابيتال والتكنولوجي في الأمور هذه، لأنه عالم كله بالإنجليزي والدوكيومنتس حقته كلها بالإنجليزي والمستثمرين معظمهم من خارج البلد. بس يعني I think إنه we should let's do a mix of both. Excellent. طيب. And then we come to the real issue is that I know my content is in English. I've been dancing around it بس يعني غصبوني عاد لازم نصير بالعربي لازم نصير بالعربي. أكلش شوية ترى بالعربي. Okay. شكرا. 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 يعطيك العافية. شكرا. خلينا ناخذ الاوبورتونيتي هذه. خلينا اسال كم مستثمر هنا في الفنتشر ستيج انفستمنتس وكم انتربرنور؟ المستثمرين ارفعوا